Hi friends, and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Today I have a video that literally nobody asked for. Like nobody asked for this, but I thought it would be fun to talk about some of the things that I wish were a part of Disney Dreamlight Valley that just aren't at the moment. Now, before you guys kill me, I just have to say this game is easily a 10 out of 10 for me, okay? I absolutely love this game. So this is not to be negative or to complain. It's more so just to have an open discussion about things that we hope come in the game in the future maybe, and just for us to have a little conversation, you know? So just for fun. So let's go ahead and jump into the first thing that I think should be included that's not. The first thing I wish was included in the game is the ability to jump. I really would love to just, while we're running around, because sometimes you are running around quite a bit, just be able to jump over things, or like if I want to jump over this rock or just jump while I'm running. I don't know why, but I just have this urge to want to be able to spam the jump button. I don't know if anybody else has this urge, but I really do think it would be cool to jump. Now for the second thing, I wish that we could swim. Like, look at this. We're running along the water, but we can't swim. And there's actually a really good reason, unlike the jumping part, that I wish we could swim. So I want to be able to swim because sometimes Ursula, and I'm sure probably Ariel or anybody else who is going to be living in the water, is sometimes not going to come to shore when you need them to. So it would be nice for us to be able to just swim out to them if they're, you know, stuck out in the middle of the ocean for whatever designated period of time. For example, I had a quest while I was live streaming where I needed to get something done for Ursula, and although she is right here right now, she was stuck in the middle of the ocean for literally like an hour. Like, she just would not come back to shore, so I couldn't complete the quest until she returned back to shore. So it would have been cool if I had the ability to just kind of swim out to her instead. Okay, so now for this third one, I know this is one that we all are probably going to agree on, but storage is definitely an issue in the game. So I'm pretty full up on storage right now. There's a couple of ways to mitigate the storage issue, which is buying more expanded inventory space, which I've done, and it is quite expensive. But even regular storage boxes don't have a ton of storage. So one thing I'm hoping we can get is to increase the amount of storage space we get in boxes, but also can we get like some labeling? I would so love if we could just switch the name of this storage box to whatever we're, you know, holding inside of it. So maybe this would be food items. I have one over here that's more designated to like rocks, sticks, all that good stuff. So this could be, you know, stone or whatever the case may be. But being able to label our storage boxes, I think would be super helpful. And last but not least, can we please get some sorting buttons? Can we please? Like, I would just love to have the option to just click sort all or organize all or whatever, so that they could just reorganize everything in our inventory to make it clean. So for example, let's just say I move over this coal and these shards. So now I have these like open spaces inside my inventory. It would just be nice. I don't know if this is like OCD or not, but like it would just be nice for us to be able to hit a sort button and it clears out any gaps or spaces really easily and really super quickly. All right, this one may be a little bit picky, but for the next thing, I wish we could deconstruct items. So sometimes you may accidentally construct something you don't need or an extra item while you're, you know, crafting something. And it would be nice to just deconstruct that item so that you can get your materials back, because as we know, resources in Dreamlight Valley are super important, especially when it comes to questing. So if you make a mistake, it'd be a nice way to just kind of turn that little mistake around, if you get my drift. Now this next one is a big one for me, guys. This one's a big one. And can we just talk about how Goofy is literally always in the restaurant eating? It's constant. This man has got to be broke. There's no way he can eat this much. But I wish that we had the ability to reassign roles. So again, if you've been a part of some of my live streams, then you will know that I actually assigned Goofy the role of gardening. And I just don't know why I did that. I was just starting out, new to the game, and I should have assigned him fishing. I know it's not that big of a deal, but when or if you make that mistake, it would be nice to be able to go back and say, hey, I no longer need you for gardening or fishing. I would just prefer to maybe have you as my, you know, mining buddy or whatever the case may be. Another problem with that is as you progress through the game, you get a lot more valley members that you have to assign roles to. So you may start out with someone as your gardening or fishing buddy, but then you realize that there may be more characters that are better suited for those roles. Even if you have to start over from level 1, it would just be nice to be able to reassign those roles so that, you could, have a more even distribution of people doing certain roles and tasks around the valley. All right, don't kill me for this one, guys, but I wish we had the ability to sprint without eating food. So hear me out. Like, eating the meals, as you can see, I'm pretty much sprinting now because I have overeaten, which is giving me the movement boost. But I wish we could sprint by, just pressing another button. We could sprint, and then it uses up some of your energy while the longer that you sprint, the more it depletes your energy, and then you'll have to go eat or whatever the case may be. But it would be nice to have the option to kind of just sprint around whenever you feel like it, instead of having to eat to get that boost, if that makes sense. However, I will say I do like having the option to be able to eat good food, which gives you that extra stamina boost. So I am happy with that. It would just be cool to have the option to sprint on your own if you wanted to. This is one that I think we could all agree on as well, but I hope that we get a watering can upgrade in the future that will allow us to water more crops at a farther distance. So as you can see here, if you stand in the right spot, you can get about 6 every time if you really wanted to. But again, all of the other tools have their own upgrades, which makes them improve. And to my understanding, the watering can doesn't improve in terms of watering distance. So it would just be really nice if we could get an upgrade that would make watering all of our crops a little bit faster. Like, maybe I stand in the middle of all of these crops and I can get this entire back end section or something, maybe like 10 crops at a time. It'd just be nice to have an upgrade with the watering can. That would just, make things just a little bit faster when it comes to gardening in the game. If you guys have any additional tips of the better place to stand in the middle of the crops while you're gardening in order to get a bigger number of crops at one time while you're watering, please let me know. I'd love to hear any of your tips or advice that you have when it comes to this. Now that I think about it, even if you could hold down your interaction button, in this case for me, X, while watering, so that you can continuously just water, kind of like you do when you're planting crops, that would be cool too. So I almost forgot about this one, but does anybody else wish that cooking was a role that you could assign to Valley members? We have foraging, mining, gardening, fishing, all that good stuff, but we don't have cooking, which is such a huge part of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Like, why couldn't we assign cooking as a role to Remy that would improve our relationship? I don't know. I don't know if that was an oversight or something that's coming in the future, but I really wish that was a role that we could assign to our Valley members. All right, so last but not least, and let me just say, this does not apply to Wally because Wally can do literally whatever he wants because he's just the cutest. But I do wish or hope that in the future they patch something in that makes your gardening buddy back up a little bit. I mean, come on, like, can we get some space, please? This really is an issue when it comes to like these special events with the yellow light glowing, or just, harvesting crops in general. They get too close and you end up accidentally talking to them, and it really just disrupts the flow. So I am hoping that is something that gets fixed in the future, but I would just like for them to stay back a little bit, You can harvest from the back, babes. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with any of these? Is there anything that you personally wish was included in the game that's not in here right now? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy Disney Dreamlight content, I am going live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and not only on this game, but other future life sim and adventure games in the future. So consider subscribing, hit that notification bell and that like button, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.